All right, so I'm going to show you on my cab. I fired up a different Xbox because that guy, for whatever reason, is not working. So I fired up this one that has coinops on it. So anyway, we did everything right so far. I'm going to use a controller here first to just, well, I can hit start on the tank, I guess, to get to the settings. So yeah, I'm on settings, and then of course I go down to the settings button there, and now I go down to warning, advanced settings, enable that, right? And then that's what enables that right trigger for visual settings. So that brings me to the visual, which I don't really want, so I hit right trigger again, and that is where we had the remap default gamepad. So remember, you already did all this part correctly, so that's set to enabled, right? So I'm going to hit start just to get back out of that. Return back to my games. So now you fire up Mario. I like using Mario 1 just because, I don't know, nostalgia, I guess. So if I open up Mario 1, once that fires up, we're going to do the remapping. So this is the only time I need to use the controller now. So I'm going to hit that left thumbstick, right? Which brought up that menu. So now I can just put this controller down. At this point, you're familiar with this screen here, NES A right button. So I'm gonna hit, this is always the button you use to activate, the same one that launches a game. You hit that to actually activate that, which now says press to change button at the bottom. So now it's wanting me to hit the button that I want to be letter A, which is gonna be, or button A, which is gonna be this button right here on the tank, right? So that actually shows up as B, as you can see there, which that's what's very confusing. But they're talking about, here they're talking about the NES A button, which is the right button on an NES controller. Here they're talking about the letter B for an Xbox, so that's why they're backwards. They just happen to be backwards. So then NES B, now you want to scroll down to that, just using the stick. So now for NES B, again, to activate, you still always hit this button on the tank. So now it asks me press to change button. Now I'm going to hit that same button again because that's what I actually want B to be. Okay? So in the end, NES A right button says B, NES B left button says A. That's all you need. So now I'm just going to hit my credit button on the left here to back out. So now I'm back to Mario. I'm going to start it. And you'll see that I'm going to hit A right here. That's jumping, and then I'm going to hold down B, and that's running. So that's the way you want it. Okay. Hopefully that works for you, man. Let me know.